Hello beautiful people, how are you all doing today? I hope you are all having a wonderful day. This is Anita. I'm the jewelry and accessory designer for UK based brand Anita Kwanzaa London. So today I am so excited. I am super excited because we'll be designing an earring blast. So it'll be like 4 to 5 pairs of earrings in one video. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you quickly to the tools that we're going to be needing. Side cutter pliers, and I'll be using the round nose plier. You can use either chain nose plier or flat nose plier if you do have one. I use 2 because I open and close my jump ring, so I'll normally use 2. So those are the essential tools we'll be using. So we're going to dive in straight away into earring number 1. Let's start easy. Let's start easy, and then we can gradually move on to the more complicated ones. Okay, so I'm thinking to create something with the mother of pearl beads. This is absolutely stunning. So we're just going to make a simple earrings using this mother of pearl dyed beads. Okay, so I'm thinking we can use possibly, let me see, we can use wire. So I'm thinking maybe using a 22 gauge wire. Let me see which one is thicker. Okay, 22 gauge wire is fine. I'm going to use a 22 gauge wire for this. Okay, I might bring in this brass pendant, this brass earring finder pendant here. We'll see how we get on. And then I've also got like the gemstone. I'm going to be using this particular one. So I think the green complements. I've got 2 sizes in here. So I think, I don't know yet. So we'll see. Okay, but without further ado, let's start. Okay, so I'm just going to measure out my wire. Okay, so I'm going to trim my wire. And I don't know precisely how much I've measured, but I know that I'll be needing 2 of that. So so let me cut out 2 of those. Okay, so basically I'm cutting out enough, because it's best to give yourself enough to work with than less to work with. That's my go-to mantra whenever I'm designing, especially when I'm cutting my stringing wire or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take my mother of pearl shells here. As you can see, it's got a hole there. All right, and it's got a bumpy side here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull my wire through like so. I'm going to take the second wire here. All right, bear with me. I'm going to pull it behind the wire like that, the back like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take one of my wire, and then I'm going to wrap it like a wire wrap, just a tiny wire wrap. I'm not going to do massive one, just like a tiny wire wrap. Okay, you see with this gauge wire, with 22 gauge wire, is quite easy to fold. So it's not as thick as the 18 gauge wire, okay? So once I've done that, that's the back of it. I've done like a little wire wrap there. I'm going to insert my 2 wires through my jade. I love this color. I absolutely love this color. I love this color. Okay, so then what we're going to do again is, once we've done that, I'm going to take the other shell, another one. I'm going to now insert, actually, maybe what I can do, actually, no, let's see. Go, stick with your plan, Anita. Don't move away from your plan. So I'm just going to take the other one and then find a hole. Okay, the hole in this one is a bit funny, so it's on the side. But we're going to make it work. Okay, so I'm just going to pass the wire again through my bead. You can see with this bead, it has a very organic shape that I like. So you could either play around with where you want it, but I think I'm just going to put it on the flat, because at the moment it is placed, is a rather interesting shape at the back. All right, so what I'm going to do is just keep that there. And then I'm going to do a tight wire wrap, okay? As you can see there. So I'm just going to take one of my wire, maybe this shorter one. I'm going to wrap it round, okay? The other wire, okay? So just wrap it multiple times. So go around and round like so, all right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my either flat nose plier, if you have any, on chain nose plier, and then I'm going to tuck in that spare wire underneath my wrapped part. Okay, see this part here at the back? I'm going to twist it so that it can create that kind of, so it doesn't move around as much. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing as well. Take my plier, bend the wire. Okay, so you can see what it looks like at the back. All right, then what I can go ahead and do next is I then take my smaller, let me see whether this color, the shade of green would be better, or maybe I should go for the, okay, no, what we can do is let's pass it through. Let me pass it through the, and see what it looks like that. Okay, I like it like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna now, I pass the wire through the pendant, so I'm just gonna wrap my long wire underneath the pendant. Okay, all right, so just not, you know, you can make a neat wrap if you wish, or you can make, actually I don't want, let me not make it so thick. All right, let me not make it so thick. All right, so just wrap it enough so that it can hold that pendant in place. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and trim that wire off. Okay, and then I'm going to take my plier and I'm going to flatten the sharper part from at the back. Okay, just nip it in. So basically what we're doing is nip and tuck. Okay, and nip and tuck. Okay, and then we can get 2 ear wires because we need to make another one for, oh, dropped 3. Okay, so I'll just open up the loop on my ear wire with my plier, and then insert the open loop through the pendant. So if you don't have the pendant, you can literally, you know, once we got there, after you've done the wire wrap, you can now create a loop. Then you can now, if you don't have the pendant, then you can hang your ear wire over through the loop once you've created, like when you get to this point here. So you just wrap it, make sure you form a loop, wrap it round, and then you can now hang your ear wire onto the loop. That's if you don't, obviously, if you don't have anything to hang it up like I have here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing for the other one. As you can see, look at that. It's such a simple earrings. Look at that. Okay, so let's move that one out of the way. Let me show you what it looks like before we move to the second one. So that's what the first pair looks like. What do you think? What do you think? That's the first pair. That is a nice, fun statement earrings. It is lightweight, as you can see. Look at that. It is very lightweight. It is organic. It is a fun pair that if someone that is looking for something that is not too overly, that's statementy, but still simple in its appearance, this is one. Okay, so that's earring number 1. Okay, let's move on to earring number 2. Okay, so if you're a lover of turquoise, okay, again, we're just gonna do simple one again. Simple one. So I thought, let me just do 2 simple earrings. Okay, all right, so here we're gonna use eye pin. All right, so I'm gonna use my eye pin. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm gonna use eye pin. So I'm just gonna take my eye pin, take the smaller of my turquoise, okay, insert that through, and then take my bigger turquoise. Look at that turquoise. That turquoise has a beautiful carved designs on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes when I get the, you know, precious, like, you know, gemstones that has unique designs on them, I really find it difficult to use, if I'm being honest, but you know, eventually you have to use it. So I've put a small turquoise there, my bigger turquoise with its unique, beautiful detailing. The smaller turquoise at this size I've used, I think is 4 mm, I think that's 4 mm. 4 mm? No, 6 mm. Oh, 6 mm. Sorry, 6 mm. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to put like a tiny one on top, actually. Put 2. Let's see. So this is for, again, for someone that doesn't want anything too heavy. So I'm just going to take my flat nose plier, bend that into a kink, and then take my round nose plier, bend it round, insert it back again, take it round here, and then I'm going to trim off this wire here, Just trim it off, though not too much, because I'm trying to form a smaller loop. I don't want a bigger loop, okay? So I'm just going to take my wire, my plier, bend it in like so to create this loop. Okay, when I'm creating my loop, I always make sure that my loops are facing the same direction. So in order to do that, I just take my flat nose plier, grip onto one end, and then take my other plier and then rotate it like so. So you can see both ends of my loops are facing the same direction. Okay, I'm going to do the second part, and then we're going to have something rather fancy dangling at the bottom of the earring. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat again. Take my 6mm turquoise and place that one on top, and then put another one here, and then put my smaller, this I think this is about 2mm. Okay, and then taking my flat nose plier, bend it into a 90-degree angle, taking my flat nose plier, hold it like so, take this finger, wrap it round the plier, okay, and then once you create the kink, you're going to go ahead and trim off a little bit. But when you're trimming off, bear in mind you don't cut your actual wire where you've threaded that you need, that you've threaded your beads. Okay, so once we've done that, we've created a link. Okay, again we're going to now a loop, sorry. What we're going to do next, again we're going to turn both of our loops. Okay, so it matters when you're forming your loop, make sure that you look at the first loop and the second loop to see whether they're the same size. Okay, I've done one loop on one earring is bigger, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open that a little bit. I'm going to trim down a little bit of my wire, and then I'm going to go ahead again and just close my loop. Okay, all right, so that way I make sure that both of my loops are the same size. I hope they are. It looks as if one is still bigger. Okay, I'm just going to trim it down again. Sorry, trim it out further. Okay, hang on, why is this? Okay, and then I'm going to now bend. All right, so bend my loop. So it's important when you're forming your loop. Okay, I'm just going to show you something rather quickly. All right, so if you want to create your loop, if you look on your round nose plier, if you want a smaller loop, you put your wire through like so. Okay, so let me just show you quickly. Let me just do a very quick demonstration. I know that's but this might be essential for someone that is making something. Okay, so if you want to create a smaller loop, you see where I've put my plier there, just on the tip of my plier there. Okay, I placed my wire in between my pliers. So if I want to create a smaller loop, I just create that loop. Okay, see how small it is. All right, you see how small the loop is. I don't know whether you can see that. You can see how small the loop is. Okay, all right, let me put that to one side. If I want a bigger loop, I place my plier in the middle like that. Okay, holding that in the middle, I bend. All right, you can see my loop is bigger. I don't know whether you can see that. The loop is bigger. Okay, let me final one. If you want to create a much rather bigger loop, okay, you can place your plier here, your wire in between the plier. You see where my wire is here? Okay, it's there. All right, if I want to create a bigger loop, I'm bending like so. You see what's happened? I've created a bigger loop. All right, so this is, so when you're doing your design, making anything, make sure that you can mark it. So if you have a particular size that you use all the time for your loop, you can use a marker and then mark it here, or you can put like a tape and you can put it there, so it gives you a precise, accurate measurement each time when you're forming your loop. Okay, all right, I thought I'll just mention that just in case. All right, okay, so I've got my my two earrings there, so I'm just going to go ahead and open up my ear wire. Okay, and then I'm going to insert my end of my one looped end of my earring, and I'm going to twist that back close, sorry. I'm going to use my plier again, open up the loop. I'm going to insert the looped part of my earrings, looped wire, and I'm going to seal it close. Okay, something needs to happen at the end there. I need to add something. You see, for me, I am that extra. I love to add extra stuff. So, bear with me. Let me find something that we're going to add, because I like to add dangles or something. Okay, let me look through here. I've got like, I've got this box. Oh, okay, actually, let me see. We can add the moon. I've got this. Oh, I've only got 2 of it left. You see, I use stuff so much and I need to replenish. I need to replenish that. Okay, I need to get more. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach my link onto my I'm gonna attach my moon pendant charm at the end of my earring. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a antique bronze jump ring. I got this from Amazon. You can find that it's like different pots, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 pots of different sizes of your jump ring. It's value for money, and you get tons and tons. I bought this about 4 years ago, and I'm still using it till now. I got different colors. I got antique bronze, I got gold, silver, and gold plated, silver plated. I think you can get black as well. So if you can manage to get yourself one of this, it's a fantastic investment. Okay, so I'm just going to find myself. It has multiple sizes. It has the smallest one size, which is about maybe 2 mm, and you've got the biggest size as well. So I'm just going to take the smallest size because I don't want a rather big, I don't want a big jump ring. Okay, so I'm just going to take my jump ring. It's already open, but I'm not going to insert my, let me try and see what I can open it a bit. Okay, I'll use my plier to close the opening. So I'm just going to attach my jump ring through my charm. I'm going to find the end of loop it through the end of my earring, and I'm going to now, you can twist it closed, but obviously you can see I've just pinched it because the gaps, because normally you can use your plier and you can just open and close, but in this case you can see I've just twisted it quickly, easily. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll show you exactly actually how to open and close your jump ring in a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to insert that through here. All right, because my earring is too small, that was why I just did that quick method, but let me show you how you can close it. So you can just hold one end with your chin nose plier or flat nose plier if you do have one with you, and then you practically just twist the jump rings to close. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to pinch that close a bit. Just pinch that a little bit to close. All right, okay, so once we've done that, that's our second pair of earrings done. Look at that. How quick, how cute is that? That is our second earring. Again, simple earring, but it's very statementy. Again, using turquoise gemstones, and I've used this lovely brass charm here, moon shape, and I've used my ear wire. So that's the second earring. That's what it looks like. Okay, all right, we're gonna move to the third one. This third one is gonna be quite elaborate. So I've got this howlite pendant here. This was actually from a necklace that I repurposed, that I sourced from a thrift store. So I've used mostly, this was like a part of a drop necklace. I've used quite a few of them actually to make like numerous tutorials I've filmed. So I thought, let's film an earring with that. Okay, I've got these two brass pendants here that I'm hoping to use in this style. Okay, and I've got my 2 earring posts here. So these are like 2 studs. Okay, 2 brass studs, post back studs. Okay, I've got some beads here that I might use, that we'll use for this design. So I've got like a turquoise, white turquoise. Ooh, I've got white turquoise, and I've got a camel bone bead here. Okay, and I've got some smaller glass beads as well. Okay, so for this, I think we'll be needing, again, let me try, I think we'll need no, 22 gauge wire will be too thin for this design. I think, oh, that nearly went flying then. I think we'll probably be using, let's try and use the, let me use the 18 gauge wire. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut myself, I don't know precisely the amount I'm gonna cut myself, but actually, I have my ruler here. Let me tell you quickly the precise measurement. Oh, I'm dropping my pliers all over the floor. Okay, bear with me. So, sorry, it's gonna be a bit crooked. Okay, so I think I've measured, let me straighten it out. I'm using centimeters here, so it'll be 14.5 centimeters. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut myself 2 of those. Again, oh, I've used so much, I need to get some more. I need to get some more. Oh my goodness. All right, Anita, you need to go and get some more. All right, so let me just put that to one side here. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've got my 2 wires here that I've cut. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here. So I'm just going to get, oh, another thing as well is I normally do is, where is it? Where is it? Oh my goodness. You know when you need something? Okay, right here. Okay, so these are earring posts, yeah? So these are normally, this is the same as this here. This earring post normally goes at the back of any earrings, yeah? So you use it for the back of your earrings, just to secure the back of your earrings. But I use this for anything, I kid you not. So I'm going to show you what I use it for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that earring post and insert my 18 gauge wire through my earring post like so. All right, you can see how I've slid it there. So I'm just going to take it there and pass it through my pendant here. Why I use this is what it happens is like a suction. Basically, when I need to fill a gap, yeah, I just put my this earring post there like that. I use the one that has, as you can see, this one is different from this one, okay? This is a different style and this is a different style, but I use the one that has a much longer tube. And for me, you can still use this one because I've used this one as well to do the suction, but I use this one as well, So I put it here. So what it does is it's gonna hold my pendant in place. So I'm just gonna pass the other end as well, pass it through this side like so, push it out, okay? So for me, 18 gauge wire fits it perfectly, the hole on my earring on the ear post. As you can you see how it wedges it together at the back here? Can you see? Like that. That's what I mean by the suction, okay? Then what I'm going to do is, let me put this earring post back in this one. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my beads, all right? I don't want to pour everything out on the table because obviously I don't want to take time to start clearing up. So I'm just going to take one of my beads and put it here. And then take another bead, I'm going to put it here, okay? And I'm going to take one of my bone beads, my camel bone beads, okay? And then I'm going to insert, let me make sure that my wire is straight. I'm going to insert it through. So again, be careful. I'm saying I might use this bone bead, but Anita, will it fit through will the wire fit through? Okay. I've had an instance where in the past videos I've filmed where I have used like the wrong, not like the wrong bead size, but I've used the wire and estimated the size of the hole on the bead. So the wire was too big for the hole and it ended up cracking the bead. So when you're doing that, make sure that the hole on your bead is big enough to fit through the wire, okay? All right, so I've got that there. I'm going to put another. Okay, these are not planned, by the way. So I haven't planned this ahead. So I'm just kind of like designing on the whim. All right, so I've got that here. I'm thinking, all right, I'm just going to bend my wire like that. Bend my wire like that. Let's see. Let's pass it through and see what happens. Okay, so you see the pendant has a hole here on both sides and it's flat here. So you can either use it this way or use it that way. So let me try and see if I can build it up again. Okay, maybe let me build it up. Pass it through another bone bead here. Let me build it up a bit because, okay, another bone bead there, all right? Okay, so I built it up. And then what I can do is I'm going to use this side with the longer side, okay? So I'm just going to pass it through from one side and then pass it through the other side. Anita. All right, okay, let's see. Okay, I'm past this one here. Okay, let me see. I might end up taking off another bead, but let me just watch and see. Let's see what it looks like. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay, bear with me. Let's just give it a try. If it doesn't work out, if it's too big, we'll just take it out, okay? I think I've got a feeling it might be a bit too big. I've got a feeling it might be a bit too big. Okay, let me take out this one. Let me take out one of the bone beads here. Bend it like so again. Let me try again. Pass it through this side like that, okay? And I'll pass this other side, through the loop on the side here. All right, so I can show you from the back what it looks like. All right, so like that. Okay, I'm gonna use both of my pliers. Let me use one round nose plier to hold this side, and I'll use my flat nose plier to hold this side. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it. So when I pull it, okay, you can see here, I think it needs something. It needs something. And I'm thinking maybe more of the smaller beads. Okay, let me put more of the smaller beads. Otherwise, we can just change the design of it. I'm just kind of designing as I go, so I haven't really done this before. Just in case if you're looking at it thinking, oh my gosh, she's done this before. I haven't designed this earring at all in my life. So this is the first time I'm designing this in my life. So as you can see, it is proving to be a little bit interesting. I'm thinking, should I use my suction? I want to use my suction. My suction, I mean my earring back. Okay, I'm just gonna use my suction again. Okay, so I'm just gonna now take the flatter part. Okay, let me move this. The flatter part of my earring stopper, slide my wire through. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the opposite side. Okay, take the flatter part, insert it through like so. All right, so as you can see, both of them have the earring stopper. Okay, making sure that that's in the middle like that. All right, okay, then I'm going to, you know, before I was thinking, because if you look on this bead here on the pendant, this side is longer here than this side. So I'm just gonna slide it from the smaller side like that, and then insert that side, and I'm gonna take this side again. Let me show you from the back what it looks like. Insert it from the back like that through like so. All right, you see how I'm pulling it out like that? Okay, so I'm just gonna pull it out like that. Just pull it out so that it can form that ring. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Anita. All right. Okay, that looks all right. Okay, that looks all right. Okay, so see this wire here? I'm gonna bring it to the back. All right, like that. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this one to the back like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try and make like a loop. Okay, so I'm gonna create a loop at the back here. So I'm gonna take my round nose plier, bend it to one side like we normally do when we're creating a loop, and I'm gonna form a loop, okay, at the back of the pendant. All right, so I formed a loop, as you can see, at the back here. I don't know whether you can see that. And I'm gonna take this wire here, yeah, I'm gonna now pass it through the loop. Okay, so I'm gonna pass it through the loop. I'll use my hand to help me engineer that, and I'm gonna pull it. Okay, push both of them. Okay, pull. All right, okay, pull, and then form a loop at the back. Okay, form the same loop. All right, and then close the loop. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use my flat nose plier, bend the wire into, and then pinch it. Bend the other wire and then pinch it. So push it both down. Okay, connect it together so you can see what it looks like at the back here. I don't know if they can see that. All right, so that's essentially is how it is in position there. All right, you're gonna wear it and nobody's gonna see the back, but make sure that when you're doing yours, make it as neatly as possible. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna make sure again that I make that kink so that it doesn't move around. Okay, all right, then what I'm going to do next is I'm gonna take another wire. What I'm going to do, maybe thinking, so wait, what's next, Anita? What's next? What's next? Okay, trust me. So I'm just gonna grab 2 eye pins. All right, I'm using brass colored. I'm doing brass color this time. So I'm gonna open up my window a bit because it is a bit hot in here. Sorry, my camera is shaking. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, yes, a bit of fresh air now. Okay, so I'm just gonna open that. and I'm going to insert my opened jump ring through the side like that. Okay, you see where I've inserted it through the, let me do it again. So insert, take my open eye pin, put it through there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and close that loop, okay, with my plier. All right, so you can see it's closed there. I'm going to now open up my loop, okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here, insert it through the side. Okay, all right, okay, let me make sure that all right, and I'll do the same thing here. Oh God, the fresh air is so nice. My goodness, the heater is on, and I don't even know when my heater is on. And the weather is not so cold today. I'm gonna try and close that loop. Okay, so using my flat nose plier, or you can use a chain nose plier, I'm gonna aim for that corner here. You see this corner here? I'm gonna, I told you we've gone from simple to complicated. It's good to do the simple ones first, get that out of the way, and then do the much complicated earrings. Okay, all right, but the first ones, the simple ones, were still like statement pairs. All right, so once I've done that, I've got my 2 wires coming out like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread onto my wire my smaller beads. All right, let me get those out of the way. So put my smaller beads like that. So I put the beads on both sides. Okay, all right, so put the smaller beads, put the smaller beads like that, and then put the another one there, and then put another one like that. Okay, so I'm just going to essentially just go around, and then we'll meet in the middle. All right, that's what I'm planning to do. Okay, with my window open, you're going to be hearing more cars passing by. It's because my window is open, and I don't know why that heater, I keep saying I don't know why that heater on. As if the heater, I must have set it in a way that it comes on. Actually, yes, it comes on at 4 o'clock, and it's 5 past 5 here, but I need to switch it off. Okay, so what I've done is I've threaded onto the side 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 beads on this side, and then 7 beads 2 4 6 7 on both on that side. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now make sure that I position my wire to be in the middle like this, like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take one of my boom beads, if both of my wires will fit. If it doesn't fit, then that's fine. Actually, let me see, let me try something crazy. Okay, no, it wouldn't work. Yeah, I thought it was gonna work, and if it worked, it would have been perfecto. Hang on, it might work. Hang on, it might work. Let's take this risk. Oh, it might not work, because I was thinking if I went through this way, oh, it might not work. You see, both of them are actually coming out of one hole. Okay, and nah, just leave that. I was gonna try something, and I would have thought, oh, that would have been so nice. It would have been so nice. But you know what? Let's just go with the usual smaller bead on top. That's if these two will fit as well. It does fit. So we'll push it in the middle like that. All right, like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my wire. I'm going to wrap it round on top of the bead, holding on to this bead like that. Okay, making sure that it's wrapped around your pendant. Okay, so I'll put my straight wire here, take down the other wire and wrap it round the longer wire. So we're trying to do like a wire wrapping in a way, but it's going to be a messy one. It's not going to be like one of those smooth wrap. Okay, so I'm just going to push that down. All right, so basically we've got that. Hold on, show you what it looks like. Okay, we've got that on top of our earring. So make sure that my pendant is hanging off in the middle like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire. Hold on, making sure that I've pinched that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire, my round plier, bend it in onto a 90-degree angle like that. Take my wire, place it over my plier, take it out, bend it a little bit, and then I'll just make a loop. Okay, so I'll take my round plier again and then create a loop. All right, so I'm just going to turn my wire like so. All right, okay, you've been wondering, this is moving about a bit too much, Anita. How are you going to hold it in place? I am asking myself that same question. Anita, how are you going to hold it in place? All right, so this is where we might do maths. We might do maths. Okay. All right, bear with me. Let's see. Let's figure it out. We can figure it out together. Okay. I'll take my 22 gauge wire. Let me take my 22 gauge wire. I'm just going to cut a bit of the 22 gauge wire. Okay. So, I'm going to take that out. And let's see, I'm going to do some maths here. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip of my 22 gauge wire. I'm going to wrap the longer side of it round, okay, round the top of my bead there. All right. I can even bring it here like so. Let me see. Bring it in here. Push it back from the front to the back. Okay, so okay. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Take this wire, pass it through the front like that, wrap it around where I did the, the messy wrap on the top of my earring. Okay, I might trim off the, make sure that loop is straight, okay, and then trim it off. I'm going to trim off this shorter wire, okay, and I'm going to take my plier, I'm going to pinch it in so that that part will not be pinching the ears, okay. So I'm going to take this longer wire that I've done up here. Let me clear this out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to pass that wire through the back, where I've done the wrap here, and then I'm going to bring it out from the back, okay. So again, this is how you can reuse the pendant you've already, oh sorry, I pulled it too much. I wasn't supposed to pull it too much. All right, so I'm just going to pass it through like that. It's supposed to be here. I'm going to pass it through like so. Ooh, hold on. Okay, pass it here from the back to the front like that. Wrap it round again. Bring it out again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire, pass it through this side right here. You see where this bead here? Bring it out. Pass it through here like so. You see? Pass it through over the bead there. Take my wire again, pass it through the opposite side on the outside like that. The same bead on the opposite side. Bring it out, wrap it over the bead like that. Okay, and then take this other side here, put it over here, wrap it through the bead like so. See that? See what I'm doing at the back? And then take, so 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So I'm just going to pass it through the here like that. Okay, bring it out like that. Bring it out like so. All right, and then what I'm going to do is and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire, pass it through the here again, and then wrap it round. All right, so that way, so when you wrap it around here, that's the front of it, pull, wrap it here, and then cut away this bit here, the sharp bit here, and then we'll do a bit of nip and tuck. Okay, a bit of nip and tuck. That way you can see, it looks messy at the back, but it's just held. It's like if you can do it in a way where when you've done the wire wrapping, and that's the back of it, that's what it looks like with a pendant. So you can see it's quite steady. You could either use an ear wire, a fish a wire. Keep getting confused. An ear wire. You can either use this, or you can use a post back earring finding as well. So depending on the weight of your earrings. So if you're one that obviously that doesn't mind having the earrings dangling down, of course you can use this. But to use, I'm going to show you how you can attach your ear findings onto your earrings. So I'm just going to use my bent nose plier. I'm going to open up my loop, and I'm going to insert my opened loop on my earring wire through the loop on my earring, and then I'm going to now just close the jump ring. Okay, that's if you're using the ear wire. So once you've done that, that's with your earring wire here. Let me move this so you can see what it looks like. Then you've got your earrings like so. Okay, if you want to use the post back earring, which is like more of the stud, like a studded post back, it has a hook already on the side, like this hook here. So what you could do is you can insert your looped end through the this loop part here on the on the earring, and then you can just use your bent nose plier, and then you can just close the loop. Okay, just close the loop, and when you close the loop, your earring should be trapped. The earring loop should be trapped. So I'm just going to go ahead and straighten this. I'm just using my so you treat this like a jump ring, really. So just be delicate with it. If you do have, you can take some, like, you know, some earring parts. So if you've got like some parts of your old earrings you want to use within your new pair of earrings, of course you can go ahead and do that as well. Just use your pliers, if you do have your pliers with you, and then take those parts off from your earrings and then attach it onto your new earrings. So this is what it looks like, that pair. Okay, so I haven't done the second pair because obviously we're filming an earring bliss. I'm just going to go ahead later on and just finish off the other side of the earrings, but this is what it looks like so far with the post. So that's it. As you can see, we've done the wrap at the back here, and this will look absolutely gorgeous with anything on. I mean, if you're a bride to be, this would be perfect for your wedding day. And if you, in fact, I think this is suitable for all weather, for all seasons, I think. And it will complement any outfit. And it's such a beautiful, and it's lightweight as well. So also when you're designing your own, do bear that in mind. Do design a pair that your ears will be able to carry the weight. I'm a lover of big earrings anyway, so my ears kind of carries a lot of weight of weighted earrings. But do bear that in mind once you're doing yours. So this is our third style we've done. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that to one side. We are going to move on to the next one. So the next one, the fourth one, would be well, I don't know what it's gonna look like at the moment, but I know definitely that I want to incorporate this part. So this was from an earring, from a necklace. As you can see, it's got like a chain detailing here. It was a tassel drop earrings, and I wore, you know, I think I wore that necklace a few times. Or did I wear it? I think I bought it, and I thought, okay, I bought it, and I thought, okay, this has purpose, and I kept it. So obviously today we're going to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the jump ring from this from the necklace. Okay, so I'm just going to take my chain nose plier, and then I'm going to now twist the jump ring to open. Okay, so I'll take that bit out. I'm going to save that jump ring because I'll use it again. So I mean, this necklace was like a two-tone brass color, antique bronze color. So I'm taking the side with the gold shimmer to it because I want my earrings to be alike. Okay, so I'm just going to use that, get those two. I like crystals. Who doesn't like gemstones? I like crystals. So I will bring in this pot. I've got this crystal rock here. It's beautiful. This has a lovely, look at that, iridescent faceted sheen to it. It's just beautiful as it catches the light. It's just so gorgeous. So I'm just going to bring that into this. Okay, and I'm thinking also we need like a wire. So I might use, okay, I'll use a 22 gauge wire. Okay, so I'm using an antique bronze again to go with the color of the pendant. So of course you can use any color that you wish. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out a certain size. I don't know the size I've got at the moment, but what I always swear by this rule: cut yourself enough length to work with so that you don't have to struggle in the end. Okay, so always bear that in mind when you're cutting yours. So I'm just going to cut 2 of my wires. All right, so I'm just going to place one of them to one side. All right, so I'm just going to grab one of my crystal. My rock crystal is got a hole on the side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that both ends of my wire are aligned. Okay, so they are both aligned like so. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pendant, the brass pendant, and then I'm going to make sure that this part is sitting flat against the brass surface like so. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now wrap this part around. We're going to wrap this part around this base here. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to take my wire, wrap it around the pendant, and I'm going to take it behind the crystal like that. Okay, you see this other wire here? I'm going to take that behind the crystal too. All right, so I'm just going to pull both wires. Again, when you're pulling your wires, be very careful because it is wire. Although it appears strong, it is still wire and it might snap, because this one is like a 22 gauge. It's not as strong as the 18 gauge or the 20 gauge wire. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to take one of my wire. I'm going to wrap it across over the crystal rock. All right, okay, I'm going to take this other wire here. I'm going to now wrap it like that, just random wrap. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to do like a very steady design, obviously you can go ahead and do that, but I'm just doing like a random design. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my wire, this end wire here, this shorter wire here, the tail end of the wire. I am going to pass my wire underneath my crystal rock. Okay, and I'm going to take this other wire from the opposite side. I'm going to now pass it through again under the rock here. All right, so I've got my 2 wires at the back. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and wrap the longer wire, or both wires, around each other. Okay, just wrapping it round. I'm going to tuck it into one of the wires at the back. All right, pull that out. Okay, I might have to use my round nose plier for this. Okay, so bear with me. It's like the color of the wire is the same color as the base, so it's proving a little bit difficult for me to see where the wire starts and where the wire ends. Okay, I'm just going to take that out like that. Let me just wrap it here. Let me just wrap that one around here like so. All right, so once I wrapped it round, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim off the wire, not the actual wire that you've wrapped around your pendant, just the ends, the ends of the loose ends of the wire, or the tail ends of the wire. So I'm just going to take my plier. I'm going to flatten those wires at the back. Okay, I can use the back of my plier like so, and I'm going to use the tip of my plier. I'm just going to bend it in. So basically what we're trying to do is flatten those sharp ends of the wire. So I'm happy with that. Okay, you see this part here on the side, the cage, because right now we've caged the crystal in. Okay, I don't want the crystal to be moving around. It's not going to be moving around anyway because obviously it's caged in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plier. You see this side, the side wires here, I'm just going to pinch it in. Okay, pinch it in like that, pinch it in like that, pinch it in, and just do the same thing all the way around. Okay, so we're just creating that extra cage, so it's basically trapped. So again, repeating the same thing, bend the wire. I'm bending the wire on both sides like that. Okay, bear with me. I'm doing the same thing on this side, on this side, on this side. Okay, all right, so once you've done that, that's what it looks like, and that's what the size of the crystal looks like once it's being caged in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing I did for the opposite side. Okay, so we've done the 2 base. Okay, I want to show you 2 styles you can do with if you've got your 2 pendants like so. All right, the first one I'm going to show you is once you've done your 2 crystals, okay, I'm going to cut another wire. Okay, so what you can do is you attach your wire through, insert your wire through the loop, okay? And then what you can do is I'm going to now make sure that both of my wires are the same length, okay? Like so. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now take one of my wire. I'm going to wrap it around just a couple of times just to secure. Sorry. So I'm holding, making sure that you hold onto your pendant properly, okay? So once you've done that, once you've wrapped it, it looks like that. All right, then what you can go ahead and do is you can now insert, I've got this lovely faceted crystal here, so you can place that over like so. All right, and then what you can then do is we're now going to go ahead, you can either place another stone on top of it, or you can use a brass, I'm going to use like a brass bead. I've used this brass bead earlier, I think. Have I used it earlier? Okay, I used it in a different project. I don't think I've used it today, but that was from like an old necklace that I thrifted and I'm recycling. So what I'm going to do, I've put the brass bead on top. So I'm just going to take my plier, my chain nose plier. I'm going to bend my wire into a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take my round nose plier. I'm going to take my wire and place it, wrap it around my round nose plier. I'm going to take it out, insert the tip of my plier, tip of my round nose plier, and I'm around the loop, and I'm going to go ahead and just wrap the ends of my wire around the top of the brass bead or any bead that you choose to use, okay? So just wrapping that around the bead. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take out my wire. I'm just going to use my chain nose plier to face my loop the right way. I'm going to use my chain nose plier. I'm going to now make sure I do nip and tuck, making sure that the tail ends of my wire is flattened, because again, you don't want it to be pinching your skin or your ear, okay? And then what you can then do is, again, you can now attach, again, if you want, you can use the you can use a post stud earring wire. Again, opening the loop, you can have it like so. All right, so with that ear wire like that, okay? So you can see that is absolutely beautiful. It has that raw feel to it. Look at that, it's so lovely, it's so beautiful. You can do that, or if you are not a fan of a post earring, you can use a fish hook. Okay, so we're just going to insert our looped end through the fish hook, and then we're going to close the loop, okay? And then you've got your earring like that, okay? So you've got your earring like that. Or you can do another style, okay? So I've showed you a first way you can attach the earring onto if you're into like studs, okay? So you can use the studs, or you can use the fish hooks, or you can do this one. I've got this beautiful horseshoe earring wire with the post back there. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I can show you another way that you can also use that earring wire as well. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this other part of my earring to now show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that both of my wires are aligned. Okay, I'm going to take one of my wire, holding my earring in place. I'm just going to wrap it around, just gently around, just on top of the pendant, okay? Just on top of the pendant. All right, okay. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take my crystal, I'm going to insert both wires through the crystal, okay? And then I'm going to pull, all right? Once I've pulled it, and then I'm going to now insert the brass bead like I've done previously, all right? Okay, and then I'm going to take my chain nose plier. I'm going to bend my wire into a kink. Okay, I need to bear in mind, look at where I'm bending. I'm going to take my round nose plier, I'm going to wrap it round, pull it out, bend like so, and then I'm going to now wire wrap over the bead, the crystal, over the brass bead, okay? All right, okay, so I'm just going to wrap it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off this wire here, all right? Again, when you're trimming off, do bear in mind you don't want to now ruin your hard work, okay? Because you spend time, like, you know, making your earrings. You don't want to now in one cut ruin all your hard work and all your effort, okay? So I'm just going to flatten that part. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this earring wire here, okay? So this is the second option that you can use, obviously, to attach your earrings. But you can see we've got this pendant. So when you're doing, if you're attaching it onto the hooks, the earring hooks here, make sure that your loops for your earrings are facing the right direction. If it's not facing the right direction, let's say if it's facing this way on the side, what you can do is use any plier. You can use your round nose plier or your bent nose plier. You just turn it round so that it's just facing the direction that you want, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that jump ring that I took out from the necklace. I'm going to insert that through the loop on the earring, top of my earring. And then I'm going to take my horseshoe earring stud. I'm going to call it horseshoe earring stud. I'm going to take both of my bent nose pliers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close the loop, okay? Oh, sorry. Chain nose pliers. Bend the loop, okay, making sure that both ends of my jump ring are closed, all right? And I'm going to do the same thing for the opposite side again. I'm going to take my jump ring again, I'm going to insert it through the loop, and then I'm going to now insert it through here, and then I'm going to go ahead and close my jump ring. So you twist, and you twist this one way to open and you twist this way to close. All right, okay, so that's another way, that's another style earrings. Look at that. Oh my goodness, this is, so look at that, how amazing. Let me put it on the, look at that. Okay, so let's say exactly, so this is like 2-in-1. So let's say if you like your earrings to hang like that, you can use the fish hooks, okay? If you want it without the fish hooks, if you like post back, then you can use the stud. But I feel like the horseshoe shaped post back stud earring gives you a bit of the both. It gives you the stud and it gives you the hanging as well. So you get 2-in-1. But this is what it looks like. How amazing is that? That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so this is our earring 1, 2, 3. But obviously with this one, I've showed you multiple ways you can do this. You can wear this. You can have this again, like with the different ear wires. You can have this as a pendant for your necklace, or you can have this as a ring as well. Okay, so that's earring number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right, 4. So the next one, I'm just thinking because obviously I haven't done it before, so I'm just praying that it works. Okay, so I'm using a Lapis Lazuli. So I've got 2 sizes here. Okay, I love lapis. I love lapis. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going for the brass all the way, but you know what, let me just use gold this time. Let me use the gold this time. All right, I'm just gonna cut myself some gold wire. So the wire I'm using, this one is 0.60 mm. Okay, this is a non-tarnish wire. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut some. It's a bit like wriggly, as in, I mean, not wriggly, like a bit windy because obviously it's wire, and it kind of behaves like memory wire. Okay, so I'm just gonna take 2 of my wires that I've cut, So again, I always say that same rule. I'm probably sure you're sick of me saying it now. Make sure you cut yourself enough room to work with and less to work with. Okay. So all right. So I'm just gonna take one of my wire. I'm just gonna wrap it around. Okay. So again, if you're using a thicker wire, it might be a little bit of a struggle to use your hand to wrap it. So in that case, you might as well use a plier. Okay, so I'm creating like a wire wrap, just using one of my wire against the second one. Okay, all right, so once I've done that, I'm left with this. So this is what it looks like. I don't know whether you can see that, but it looks like that. Can you see that? It kind of blends, I think, the light. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my shorter wire. All right, I'm going to now insert. I think first of all, what I might do is, let me see, I quite like, I'll see whether this gemstone, okay, oh, I might use this gemstones here, okay. All right, so I'm going to put my lapis. I've got this smaller, let me see. I don't know, this one is gonna be I've got a smaller size of it. This one is gonna be too big. I think it's gonna be too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna thread. Let me see, I think I'll just use a smaller one for now. The smaller size is like a very small size. And then put another lapis there. Sorry. Okay, I'm thinking when I get to the middle here, I want to put like a bead cap. Let me see what I have a bead cap around that I can use. Okay, I might use some bead caps. Okay, so let me put like one of my smaller gemstones here. And then I'll put a big cap, okay? And then I'm gonna put my bigger lapis. Okay, so if you're a fan of big earrings, obviously when you're threading yours, you can make yours as small as you want. So obviously you choose your size, the beads carefully, okay? Again, do consider the size of your the weight of your beads or gemstones if you're using any, because you don't want something that is going to be too weighty on your ears. All right, so I've got that. Let me finish off with another smaller gemstone. Okay, all right, so that's how it looks. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now take my round nose plier. All right, bend it into a kink like that. You can use your round nose plier to bend it into a kink, or you can use your chain nose plier. I'm going to go ahead and just wrap the end. All right, just wrap it. All right, just wrap. Okay, the wire I'm using is a non-tarnish wire, so which is really, really nice. So if you're worried about something losing its glow after some time, then this you'll be rest assured that this will last you for a while. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now trim off this shorter wire here because it's going to end up catching everything. And then so you can see I've got like multiple wires on the go. let me flatten this wire here. Okay, so I'm just going to flatten that because otherwise it's going to be scratching me when I'm okay. Is it flat? Okay, is it flat, Anita? All right, so that's flat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to now take this longer part of my wire. I'm going to place it, wrap it around. Okay, so let me move this because this is gonna there's gonna be wires going all over the place. I don't want to distract you losing kind of a focus on what's going on. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my longer wire. I'm gonna wrap it over the gemstone, the gemstone here. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap it round just on top of the bead. Okay, the top of the smaller gemstone, okay? And then I'm going to take my wire, pass it through this side like so, okay, like that. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of like doing a wriggly look, okay? I'm going to take my wire again, wrap it just on top of the bead like so, all right? I'm going to take, you see I'm coming towards the bigger bead, the bigger gemstone here. I'm going to take my wire like so, wrap it round on top of the smaller gemstone, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire again and then wrap it round over the gemstones here, okay? All right, and then we're going to repeat. We're going to repeat, okay? So you can see what it looks like. Let me show you. Okay, so we're basically doing zzz, like a curvy pattern, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the pattern again, all right? Okay, so I'm going to take my wire, pass it through the back like that, okay? Wrap it round the stone, the smaller stone, okay? I'm going to take it round. Oh, bear in mind when you're wrapping it, you do not want your so you grip, make sure you grip tightly onto your onto your stones, okay? Okay, and then I'm gonna pass that through here, making sure, and then pass that through here again. All right, so I'm just gonna wrap it around, okay, like that. All right, so we're creating like a like a swivel pattern, okay? Just gonna take this again, wrap it round this one, okay? All right, so when you get to this end here, I'm just gonna go wrap my shorter wire, but obviously you can carry on wrapping it to the end if you wish, okay? Then I'm going to use my round nose plier and wrap the tail end of the wire just round before I flatten it with my chain nose plier, okay? So again, we're doing a bit of nip and tuck. So I'm just gonna now flatten that tail end of my wire. So I'm just gonna flatten it in, okay? So we've created this pattern, and you can see that, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna trim off this wire here, all right? I always keep my wires because I'm always gonna find use for them, okay? So remember again, this sharper end, the tail end, just try and flatten it. All right, so I mean this one could be, I don't know whether you see it as simple. I don't know whether it's simple, but it's still like has that statement look to it. Look at that, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a loop here for that's gonna, obviously we're going to attach our earring hooks, okay? So I'm just going to use my round nose plier bending kink here, take my wire around, take out my plier, insert it back in, and then I'm going to now go ahead and wrap the tail end of that wire just around other wires as well, okay? So you can wrap as neatly as possible if you wish. All right, so just wrapping that, and then I'm gonna now trim off that end here, okay? So when you're trimming off, do consider your eyes because the wires do fly all over the place. I'm just gonna take my bent nose plier, not bent nose plier, my chain nose plier, sorry. I'm gonna now, so if you don't have a chain nose plier, you can also use like a flat nose plier as well, okay? And then what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna straighten my loop. All right, so straighten up my wires. So it's gonna look like your earring, gonna look like that. All right, so making sure that both ends of my loops are facing in the same direction. All right, so that's what it looks like. Then you can add like crystal, the crystal rock, like I've done here. I think let's add that. Or can I add another charm to it? Okay, bear with me. I'm thinking maybe get one of my caps. Okay, maybe my cap, use one of the caps. Okay, and then we'll create like let's find a complementing oh, maybe I can use the big one since we're using gemstones. Oh, okay. You see how I'm getting all excited about like I'm getting all excited about gemstones and stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's move that. Yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now take, you see this little bit of wire that I cut out earlier on. You see it's coming very handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert that wire, my wire, through my gemstone, and then I'm going to take that wire, insert it through the back like that. Okay, so you can see what I've done. Okay, I'm not inserting both wires through the loop, the hole this time. One is through the hole and one is just behind the hole. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now hold on to my gemstone, and I'm going to use my hand. The reason why I'm using my hand is because obviously this wire is malleable enough for me to twist. Otherwise, if I'm using a much thicker gauge wire, I'll use my pliers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten that tail end of my wire. Okay, all right. Okay, I can trim off this part here. Again, be careful your eyes when you're doing this, all right? Okay. All right, so once I've done that, I can now put another one on top like so, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my my cap just over. I'm just thinking, does the cap cover the, well, I think it does cover. It does cover the, you're not even seeing the gemstone. Should I use a cap? Should I use another cap? Let me try this one. Okay, maybe this one works better. But then in that case, let me put one at the bottom here, bottom end, and then I'll put another one here, and then I'll put another one on top, like so. Oh, okay, I need to remind work. And then I'll put a smaller of the gemstone on top like so. Even in essence, this can also be this could be also an earring if you just carry on putting. This could be an earring as well. You see how multiple things become earrings. Anyway, I'm just gonna now bend this. So I'm just gonna use my round nose plier, or you can use your chain nose plier. Bend it into a 90-degree angle, wrap it round, and then what I'm going to do is, before I loop it completely, I'm going to take my side cutters. I'm going to trim that wire. Again, I'm going to keep this because I'm going to use that again for something else. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the looped end of my of the earrings. I'm going to insert it through the, you see this part, this the drop that I've just created. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now close the loop on my wire. Okay, all right, so once I've created that, so that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Okay, I get so excited when I'm making jewelry. Honestly, I get so excited. Oh, let me tell you another thing as well. If you like your earrings super long, you can attach a chain onto that, and then it will just graze against your neck, against your ear, side of your neck, then it sits on top of your collarbone. If you like those kind of long earrings, you can elongate that using a chain, but that's not the look we're going for today. So we are just going for a simple look. So again, open up your ear wire. I'm going to insert my ear wire through my loop, and then I'm going to take my bent nose plier and I'm going to close the loop, okay, just like we normally do with a jump ring. All right, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. What do you think? What do you think? That's what it looks like. Oh my God. Okay, how many earrings? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've done 5. Can we, I know I said it's going to be 5 pairs we're going to be making today. Okay, let me show you what we've made so far. These are the earrings we've made so far. Let me move all these things out of the way so that we can showcase it properly. I don't know, but can I just squeeze in another bonus 6th one? Can I squeeze in another? May I? May I? Oh my gosh, may I? Oh my goodness. Oh man. I'm gonna put in that one here because obviously we made something similar before, so I want to show you what it looks like if we have to now just do without the ear wire. So I'm just gonna put that here. Oh my gosh, can you see our earrings that we did? Can you see all of them all lined up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this one, obviously, because obviously you can alternate that. Okay, and can we squeeze another one? Can we squeeze another one? Let's make a hoop. Okay, let's make a hoop. Let's make a quick hoop earrings. Okay, every lady wants a hoop, needs a hoop earrings in their wardrobe. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Or I think, Anita, are you wrong? No, you might not be wrong, but okay. So let's make a hoop. Let's make a hoop earrings. Okay, so I've got my 18 gauge wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I have enough actually. I'm getting all excited about making a hoop, but Anita, do you have enough? Okay, so what I might do is, okay, making sure that I have exact. So if you're making your earrings, your hoop, make sure that your length, the length is exactly the same, all right? Okay, so I'm just gonna now trim that one off. I'm gonna keep that. All right, let's make a big hoop. Let's make a big hoop earring. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna use? Let me see, would that fit in here? No, that one is too small. Would that fit in here? Oh no, that's too small. Okay, you know what? Let's make one of those random hoops, yeah, using beads, that random beads. Let's make one of those. I've got this bead soup here. Okay, I need to find like something to hold all these beads together because I haven't got my, oh my goodness, what am I going to use now? I haven't got any available and I don't want to tip them all on the table. You know what? Let me just put this here. Okay, I'm going to use that. I'm going to put these ones here. You bear with me. I'm so sorry, I'm having to, okay, let me put all this back, and then I can put all my beads here. Look at the colors, look at the colors. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, I need to calm down. Calm down. Okay, all right, let's make sure that we have enough beads here to make our hoop earring. Okay, we've got these two which looks similar. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. It's like a marble style piece. Look at that. Oh, it's glass. Ooh, look at that. Okay, all right, calm down, Anita. Okay, we're making earring soup. Okay, so we'll just do different colors, I think. Okay, because we're making hoop earrings, right? It doesn't matter at this point if it's mishmashy, because we're just creating the hoop. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Okay, I'm just gonna insert my bead. I'm gonna put a big cap. All right, put a big cap. All right, so just hold the ends like that. All right. Oh, it's like a child in a candy shop. Okay, I'm just gonna put the green on both sides. I'm just choosing random, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna choose random. Oh God, there's so many lush beads here. There's so many lush beads. Okay, I'm putting this yellow, but Anita, have you got enough yellow? Oh, we can just do random, right? Because it's just like, I've got this, look at this bright green. Hey. Okay, this will definitely be the brightest out of the whole earrings we've done. All right. Okay, or should I? Oh, I've got this too. Okay, I've got this too yellow here, and I've got another one here. I've got another one that I can use that is identical. Oh, I've got this big orange. Oh gosh, yes. Why not orange, 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 or pink, pink? Not even pink, orange. Pink, 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 pink. Oh my goodness. I am so spoiled for choice. I am spoiled for choice. Okay, let's just thread the random Let's thread the random. Okay, this pink. Oh my gosh, look at that pink. Oh my goodness. This is one that will make a gorgeous, may I say so, a gorgeous nail polish. I mean, I do wear nail polish, but obviously not all the time. When I'm going out, I do put it on. Look at that. I feel like I need to cry. I'm crying. Anita, why are you crying? Honestly, creativity, I get so happy when I get to create. Let me see. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at those happy, happy colors. Oh, my God. This would definitely brighten up anyone's day. All right. Okay, I need to calm down now. Calm down. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bend my wire, okay, into a 90-degree angle. And then we're going to now bend to create a loop, okay? All right. Okay. So making sure, sorry, that my loop, okay? So when you're doing yours, make sure that, that you don't chip your beads, okay? So I'm just going to bend again, repeating what I did on the other side. I'm going to now bend into a loop, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that both of my wires are facing the same direction. So you can see they are facing the same direction. I'm going to take my jump ring. I've got... I can maybe take a bigger one, since we're going for a bronze theme. Actually, let me look for a thicker one. Okay, I might need 2 of my jump rings actually. So I'm using, I think this would be about 6 mm jump ring in size that I'm using. So let me just get another one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This, I tell you, this jump ring that I bought from Amazon, I got it years ago. I don't know if you go on it, if you go on Amazon, just look for jump ring pack or jump ring oh, there's no name on it, like a jump ring pack, different size jump ring pack. It should come up on Amazon, and then you'll be able to now get those. It's such a great investment. So I'm just going to open up my jump ring. I'm going to insert my jump ring through the first loop on my earring and then through the second loop, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and using both of my chain nose pliers, I'm going to close my jump ring. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing, get another jump ring, take my jump ring again, insert it through that jump ring that I closed earlier. So again, I'm going to now twist to close. All right, and then what we can then do is get an ear wire. So I just get another ear wire. This is becoming like a antique bronze themed look. All right, so I'm gonna open up my loop. Excuse the messy table if you're see anything, because obviously I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Okay, so I'm just thinking, okay, what I might do is I'm gonna get another let me get a smaller, because I have a smaller size jump ring, which is the 2 mm. So in total I'm using 3 jump rings. So I'm using 2 6 mm and then 1 2 mm, okay? So I'm just going to try and see whether I can close that loop on the smaller jump ring using, okay, I've closed that. All right, so that's what it looks like. So I've got the first jump ring, second jump ring, and the third jump ring that you barely can see because obviously it's so tiny. It's so tiny. Sorry. And then I'm going to open up my loop on my ear wire. I'm going to insert my last small jump ring through, and then I'm going to go ahead and close that loop on my earring wire. Okay. All right. It's gorgeous, but I feel like something needs to be in the middle. What do you think? What do you think? You might just think, oh no, nothing needs to be in the middle. I need to just leave it well alone. But I feel like something needs to dangle in the middle. Something needs to dangle. What can dangle in the middle? What can I find that can dangle in the middle? Gizmo, what's gonna dangle in the middle? Oh, that's too big. Ooh, but that is such a lush. Look at that. My goodness. Okay. All right. Something is, and definitely not the mushroom. The mushroom would have been cute if it was like smaller, but something needs to dangle in the middle. I don't know. I don't know what needs to dangle in the middle. Oh, maybe something. Oh no. Oh, should we just leave it? Should we just leave it? Knowing me, I just like to add things, but I think I might just... Oh, okay. Okay. An earring soup here. My earring soup. Okay, but that's only one though. I need it to be matching. Should it? Should it? Should it? Should it? Should it? Should it? No. This would have been perfect for it, but I don't think. I think we'll just leave it. I think we'll just leave it. I think we'll just leave it. I think it would have been nice to add something in the middle, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. I think if I do add something, it'll probably be much later. But anyway, let's just leave it. Otherwise, our day will be going. Okay. Anyway, let's show off all our earrings again. We just added the 6th one. Okay, let's line it all up. And you can make a gift for your mom, your nan, which is your grandmother. You can make a gift for your sister. Oh, you can make a gift. It's like different personalities. It's like different gifts for different people with different personalities. Look at that. What do you think? What do you think? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, this one's I'm going to go ahead and make the matching pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pairs of earrings. Oh my goodness. So I was thinking of doing 5 pairs of earrings and we ended up doing 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I need to call it quits because otherwise we'll be here all day. We'll be here all day. Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining me as we create. Excuse the messy table. If you've seen it, please do excuse my table. But thank you so much for going on this amazing creative journey with me. It's amazing. We just kind of created an out of impulse. I like surprises like that. You know, don't you? Just creating from the whim and then seeing how it goes. Although I know when I'm talking, it feels as if I've done this before. I kid you not. I have not done any of this design in my life. You can go check out my website and see the kind of earrings I make. But I've never designed this, and the ideas just flowed as I was working. So, yes, thank you so much, ideas. Thank you. But I look forward to seeing your amazing, amazing creations. Please do tag me on Facebook, on Instagram, under Anita Kwanzaa London if you do make any of this, okay? I'm available for any questions. So if you have any questions or anything, you can DM me on my Instagram or DM me on my Facebook. I will answer. I will definitely hop on and answer any questions that you may have, okay? Thank you so much. Have the most amazing day. If you like this video, please do like, do comment, and subscribe.